And they're off. Don't Tell Darren on the outside, and a Shaughnessy in between horses, Modelo Arubia, and Alas and Alack is fourth of the four. Shaughnessy leading the way now, gets away a length from Modelo Arubia, and Don't Tell Darren on the chase on the outside. Another 2.5 or 3 back, Alas and Alack fourth. Heading into the turn now, Shaughnessy leading, Shaughnessy past the half-mile pole, Don't Tell Darren on the outside, steaming up to second. Modelo Arubia is next, and another 5 back, Alas and Alack. Round that turn they roll, Shaughnessy, Don't Tell Darren now on the outside, coming up to even terms. Modella Rubia trying to keep pace, and Alas and Alack fourth. 2.5 furlongs left to go. Don't Tell Darren and O'Shaughnessy doing battle. They're head-to-head for the lead. Another 5 or 6 back, and the outside is Alas and Alack to the center of the track. And they're into the stretch now. Don't Tell Darren, O'Shaughnessy down to the inside. Alas and Alack is third. O'Shaughnessy willing on the inside, coming back for more. Don't Tell Darren, they're head-to-head with a furlong left to go. Don't Tell Darren gets the neck in front. Don't Tell Darren from O'Shaughnessy. And Alas and Alack is third with a 16th to go. Here's the X-Man, Xavier Perez, and Don't Tell Darren. Don't Tell Darren over Shaughnessy, Alas and Alack. Modella Rubia. Minute 6.74. Here's Ride the Rapids. And they're off. Larimore hustled out of the air, and Fancy Gracie steaming up to take the lead. Fancy Gracie and Larimore racing 1-2. And right there, too, the outside next is Angel of Canterbury. Angel of Canterbury now just picking up second. A Liquidator away running in the 4th spot. Bodacious Bren racing down to the inside. Coal Mine, the favorite, second last at this point. And trailing the field is Ride the Rapids. Racing down the backstretch, Fancy Gracie leads the way by 2 lengths. Fancy Gracie from Angel of Canterbury. Liquidator on the outside. Larimore is in 4th, and Coal Mine has worked forward into 5th. Back to Ride the Rapids, and Bodacious Brent only 7 from the front. Into the turn, the heat is on Fancy Gracie now. Fancy Gracie, the neck in front. Angel of Canterbury's right there, and Liquidator on the outside in 3rd. And they're followed by Coal Mine is next in line. It's the other 2 to Ride the Rapids, and Larimore back second last now. And trailing the field is Bodacious Brent. Midpoint on that turn, 3 lined up across the track. Fancy Gracie, Angel of Canterbury. Liquidator on the outside. Liquidator rolling on. Liquidator comes for home. Tries to open up now. 3 deep of the track. Liquidator's in front. Here's Coal Mine out the center, chasing that one home. And Coal Mine on the outside. Got to run down Liquidator. Liquidator a furlong left to go. But Coal Mine straight as can be and rolling by Liquidator. Liquidator's trying to battle back though. Now Liquidator gets focused again down to the inside. Liquidator's in front. 11-1 on Liquidator from Coal Mine. Angela Canterbury, then Fancy Gracie Larimore.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety. Controlling medication and training, which had never been done. Investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques. Decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now, it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
Lined up. And they're off. Glastonbury, there goes Front Dancer. Supreme Law away third of the outside, and Take Charge 2 inside. They're followed by Bourbon on the Bay, and Here and No Further is in the back. 7 lengths on the pace up ahead. Front Dancer is up top. Front Dancer from Glastonbury and Supreme Law on the outside right up there. And Take Charge 2 is now in between horses for the far turn run. Here and No Further begins to gain as well. Here and No Further within 2.5 of the lead as they round that turn. 3 ace to go. Another 5 lengths back, and Bourbon on the Bay trailing that field. And so Take Charge 2 has worked to the lead now. Take Charge 2 in front from Front Dancer in second. Outside Here and No Further. And Supreme Law right there in between horses. Another 2 back, and it's Glastonbury as they pass the quarter pole, and Bourbon on the Bay trailing the field. Top of the stretch now. Take Charge 2, Supreme Law, and outside Here and No Further. 1 furlong left to go, and Supreme Law set down. Supreme Law's grabbed the lead. A furlong out from Take Charge 2. Opens up 2. Here and No Further trying to run up for second there. It's Supreme Law who rules first out. Supreme Law by 5. Supreme Law and Laurel to win it. Here and No Further. Then Take Charge 2 and Bourbon on the Bay. And they're off. Honor the Fleet to the far outside, trying to get out for that early lead. It's known as the Burn with that natural early speed too. So into the turn, it's known as the Burn. Honor the Fleet on the outside, the hook up right together. Length and a half for two back. Cecilia Mike down to the inside. And between horses, we have Curlington and Shoot the Messenger out three deep. Bunchfield only about 3.5 lengths will cover them. Honor the Fleet will go on to open a solid 2-length lead. Honor the Fleet now in front. The outside Shoot the Messenger is trying to pick up there now. And between horses is Curlington. A trio chasing that solo leader, Honor the Fleet. Honor the Fleet is up top, and Curlington just second, and Shoot the Messenger is in third. It's known as a Burn. Backs off quickly, and Cecilia Mike has to run on from last with 5/8 of a mile left to run. Honor the Fleet opens the lead now to 5 lengths on Curlington and Shoot the Messenger, and Cecilia Mike hustled along there. An inside opening for Cecilia Mike, who slips right on through on the inside of Curlington as they head into the far turn. It's known as the Burn is tailed off into the far turn. Honor the Fleet in about a 6-length lead from Cecilia Mike, the closest one in second. Then it's Shoot the Messenger head with Curlington for third. Another 8 lengths back. It's known as the Burn. 2.5 furlongs left to go. Honor the Fleet, the one to catch still, with Cecilia Mike willing to close the gap now. Here comes Cecilia Mike with a 1/4 mile left to go after Honor the Fleet, but Cecilia Mike meaning business on the outside, and Cecilia Mike after Honor the Fleet at the 3/16 to take the lead. Curlington is third. Cecilia Mike and Yomar Ortiz opening up now. Driven by 3-4 lengths in front from Honor the Fleet in second and Curlington third. Here's Cecilia Mike. Cecilia Mike, solid in victory to win. Cecilia Mike by 6 at the finish from Curlington second, and Honor the Fleet was third. Shoot the Messenger. Minute 44.77 the time. Favorite. And they're off. Off of the early advantage is Charlene as they move into the turn. Charlene out there 3 deep and Early Rose. And in between horses, Sweet Sensation going to mix it up early. And Go Chanel travels in fourth as they midway around that first turn run. Torrey Bronca is next. Back to Musical Cat. Racing back in the pack with a lot of class, little sass, and Red Wine Time is trailing. A race now with 6.5 furlongs left to go, and Sweet Sensation out there from Early Rose with a lead by Justin Neck and Charlene on the outside third position. It's another two, and Go-Go Chanel is tracking the early lead there from fourth. Tory Bronco fifth, Musical Cat is next in sixth at Red Wide Time, and a lot of class. Little Sass trailing with 5 furlongs left to go. 8 lengths will cover the field heading into the turn. Early Rose now the head in front from Sweet Sensation, with Charlene keeping up there while 3 wide Musical Cat, and then Go-Go Chanel out widest of them all is Red Wine Time. Red Wine Time 4 deep into the turn, now within 3 lengths of the lead. And back to Torre Bronca, trailing the field, a lot of class. Little Sass, wide open affair. Charlene, here comes Go-Go Chanel, and here comes Red Wine Time on the outside. A 3 lineup with 3 furlongs left to go. Sweet Sensation back and forth, and Musical Cat trying to advance now. After the back, Torre Bronca is next, passing Early Rose is tired, and trailing the field is a lot of class. Little Sass at the top of the stretch with Red Wine Time out wide. Red Wine Time and Charlene coming back for more on the inside. Go-Go Chanel's back in third position. Then Sweet Sensation. Center of the track is Torre Bronca with 1 furlong left to go. Drifting out is Red Wine Time toward the center of the track, as Charlene is right there to the inside. Charlene battling. Charlene to the inside. Red Wine Time. Charlene, Red Wine Time. Torre Bronca's trying to pick up late to the far outside. Red Wine Time's coming. Here is the line, and it is Charlene. Charlene in the photo finish with Red Wine Time and Torre Bronca on the outside, if followed by Go-Go Chanel.
The Maryland Jockey Club's Canter for a Cause cantered on with just over 300 entrants this year, coming from far and wide in this unique event to walk, trot, and canter over the famed Pimlico racecourse that showcased historic legends and champions. The only event of this type founded by Georgianne Hale. All benefits go to the renowned nonprofit, the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
Well, this is a great event. I think it really showcases the thoroughbred can come out here and ride and come back to the racetrack and not have any issues. It's a great event for awareness and fundraising, and I think it's a great community event, especially with these people bringing OTTBs, because when they bring them here and they get to showcase them in front of everyone else, I think it's really fun. And because it's close to Halloween this year, we've seen a lot of great costumes, so that's good too. I think a lot of people assume that the racehorse ever came back to the track, that they would not be able to handle it. And we've seen today lots of horses come through the gate with little kids being let out, and things are fun. So yeah, I think once they're out of that racehorse mode for the most part, and they can come out to the track and enjoy themselves, and I think depending on what they're being trained for, they come back here and they know that this rider wants to canter slow or walk or trot, so it's good. It's good.
And they're off. Lord Mio and Jason Takes Long, both the sharps break, and that quick sprint to the first turn run down cold. Up on the outside, racing in third, and Burgee will settle up close there in fourth. Then on the outside is Shady Money. Out wide is Speak Unity. For that outside draws four deep around the turn, and within 3.5 of the lead, Majestic Frontier, Callaway Peak follow. Sir Terra on the outside, and trailing the field back there is Bronco Maria. A race down the backstretch, about 3/4 of a mile left to run. On the inside is Lord Mio, just in front. Lord Mio trying to hold on to that lead, but company there on the outside of Jason Takes Long. Now the head-to-head for the lead. And right behind them on the outside is Speak Unity, who's worked up into third position now, and Burgee travels down to the inside in fourth, and Down Cold is in fifth. Shady Money. Sir Terra on the outside now within 5 lengths of the pace. Majestic Frontier working in advance of Bronco Maria. Callaway Peak has dropped to last position, heading into the far turn run. It's Lord Mio, Jason Takes Long, and Speak Unity on a roll on the outside, 3 deep as they round the turn with 3 furlongs left to go. Sir Terre racing along in fourth, and Down Cold in between horses. Burgee has dropped back a little bit around that turn, and so midway on that turn, 2.5 furlongs left to go. Jason Takes Long from Speak Unity. Jason Takes Long almost a 2-length lead on Speak Unity. Down Cold riding the inside from third. Burgee on the far outside there is going to angle deepest out into the stretch. Burgee's trying to come back on the far outside now, way out there into the stretch, furlong and a half left to go. It is Jason Takes Long. Burgee on the outside. Down Cold rail run. It is Jason Takes Long tenaciously hanging on to the lead. Down Cold on the inside trying to push on through. Jason Takes Long. Jason Takes Long just in front from Down Cold. Jason Takes Long. Long shot. 24-1. From Down Cold second, and Burgee was third, and Speak Unity, Majestic Frontier.
It's probably the most beautiful racetrack in the country, to be honest with you.
The background is just beautiful.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the grandstand and the racing.
The weather is beautiful. The facility is phenomenal.
The Gulfstream Championship meet has become one of the top events of the year. You could come out on a Wednesday and see a future Preakness winner.
They're off in the Preakness. The Run Happy Santa Anita Derby.
Got the unique 6.5 down the hillside turf course.
A whole lot of great racing here in California.
And Laurel.
We have all 3 surfaces here, the only racetrack in the country to have all 3 surfaces. Being close to the ocean, being surrounded by some of the greatest horses and riders in history, it's amazing.
It's the prettiest thing you've ever seen. There's no one else has a background like we do.
And they're off at the Howard and Sandra Bender Memorial. Tappin' Cat hustled out of the gate. Going to the lead from the inside draws right there, too. Also between horses is Always in a Hurry. 110 settles it in the fourth spot, and Anti-Poison is next. And Monday Morning Quarterback outkicked by the speed up ahead. As Tappin' Cat and going to the lead on the inside, head-to-head for the lead. Always in a Hurry, 2.5 lengths off them. And Monday Morning Quarterback is now moving up on the inside. Monday Morning Quarterback advances all the way into third within 2.5 of the front, then back to 110. Anti-Poison trailing the field heading into the far turn. Opening quarter 23.36 around the far turn. They roll and is going to the lead just in front. Tappin' Cat keeps on pressing the issue, and Always in a Hurry is just in third from Monday Morning Quarterback in fourth, and 110 in advance of Anti-Poison, half mile in 46.20. So midway on the turn, it's still going to the lead, and Tappin' Cat going at it right together at the top of the lane, and Always in a Hurry with a 3-wide sweep, and 110 kicks in on the far outside as well. Just in behind him is Monday Morning Quarterback, who's trying to kick two. Coming to the final furlong, wide open. That inside is Always in a Hurry. 110 on the outside, 110. The inside, Always in a Hurry. Quite a stretch battle, but Always in a Hurry has some kick for the last 16th and goes on to win the Howard and Sandra Bender Memorial. Always in a Hurry from 110 second, and going to the lead of Monday Morning Quarterback, then Tappin' Cat.
Always in a Hurry and No Rush, looking good here in the Howard and Sandra Bender Memorial. Dale, this horse has won before at this distance. With the campaign that he's had in 22, were you concerned about the 7 furlongs at all today?
No, we were looking forward to this race, especially after the Maryland Million, and I've been wanting to get him stretched out to a mile eventually. So this should be a good stepping stone to see if he can go that far.
Exciting things to come in 2023, maybe stretching out. Now, this horse has been able to kind of take things from any different type of position in the race. What was going through your head when you were seeing the kind of trip he was getting?
Oh, when he broke and he was sitting right there, I felt pretty good. And then those two horses were out there, and Angel knows how to ride him. He got him in the clear, and pretty much I figured he was going to be tough from the quarter pole to the wire, so it worked out excellent.
And you answered my question of what's coming next, possibly stretching this horse out a little bit. But anything off the top of your head right now?
Nothing off the top of my head now. We'll just enjoy this win and see what happens.
Always in a Hurry, looking good here in the Howard Sandra Bender Memorial.
And they're off it up politely. Feed Dispree with a sharp break at Paisley Singing sent out for speed 2. Here's Targe moving forward with early foot, and Hollywood walked out of the inside as they sort, and trailing the field is Juror number 4, Targe, has taken the lead. Targe with 5/8 left to go from Paisley Singing. The lead is a half length, another 2.5. Feed Dispree will settle right off the pace, and Hollywood Rock travels in fourth, and it's a length and a half more, and Juror number 4 trailing some 6 to 7 from the speed of Targe, heading into the far turn run. Targe in front from Paisley Singing through an opening quarter in 22.63. Another 2 lengths back, and Feed Dispree ready to move along from third position. Hollywood Walk is next in fourth, and Juror number 4 saving at ground with 2.5 furlongs left to go. They reach the top of the stretch now, and Feed Dispree sweeping up 3 wide with confidence. Paisley Singing ridden along for a little more. Hollywood Walk just right off the lead there in third position, and Juror number 4 is coming with a chance to into the stretch. A half-mile win in 46.60, and here's Feed Dispree opening up now. Feed Dispree rolling along to a 3, now 4-length lead. Juror number 4, then Hollywood Walk, followed by Paisley Singing. Here is Feed Dispree collecting a dozen lifetime wins there in the Politely Stakes with Xavier Perez. Feed Dispree. Juror number 4 was second. Hollywood Walk was third. Paisley Singing and Targe. Minute 10.6.
Well, this was her race to win. Feed Dispree winning the Politely like a good girl that she is. Xavier, do you ever get sick of winning on her?
And she's just incredible. I'm so happy that I win this race for the third time for the main barn. On 19, I won it with Anna. On the 21, I won it with Princess Cocachin, and today is just another one for the book, you know. I'm even more with her, you know. Everybody knows what I've been through with her, all the mornings, the headaches with her, but she's just getting better and better.
And just delve into that a little bit. What does this filly mean to you personally and your career? And she's given you everything tenfold. Talk a little bit just about your relationship with her, and what does she mean to you?
She means the world. She's kind of related to Anna's Bandit. That's big, and she's just filling up those big shoes, and she's doing a good job doing it. And it's just, if she keep doing how she's doing, she just gonna be the same way that Anna was.
Xavier Perez reining in his emotion right now. Despite my best efforts, he's not giving me any tears, but let's see what happens when he gets back to the jocks room for Feed Dispree with yet another 6 win.
Lined up. And they're off. Itsy Bitsy Izzy, Sister Spirit up there with early speed, and Meet Me at Sunset on the outside. And Ice Storming is chiming into with early foot. A race from the shootout of the main track now, and on the inside, Ice Storming from Sister Spirit, second on the outside. Love You, Mary Jane moves forward into third position. Itsy Bitsy Izzy is followed by Meet Me at Sunset, who's traveling along in fifth position. And Tres Maria's Dream saving ground, 6 lengths off the speed now. And Ruxton Rocks is last of them all, with 5.5 furlongs left to go. Ice Storming putting on a solid pace out there as Sister Spirit is keeping up on the outside from second. 2 more. Love You, Mary Jane is racing third, and Thrace Maria's Dream on the inside in fourth. Itsy Bitsy Izzy is next. Meet Me at Sunset, and trailing the field back there is Ruxton Rock still. Into the far turn run, Ice Storming still going. Ice Storming from Sister Spirit as Love You, Mary Jane bids up on the inside with an opening. Here's Love You, Mary Jane pushing forward to second now with 3 furlongs left to go. And there followed by Tres Maria's Dream, is moving fourth and now third at the top of the lane. Ice Storming still the one to catch. Love You, Mary Jane on the outside. Love You, Mary Jane turns for home now, has taken the lead from Ice Storming a quarter mile out. Tres Maria's Dream is next, and Ruxton Rocks trying to pick up on the inside for a share with about 1.5 furlongs left to go. And here's Love You, Mary Jane in front. Love You, Mary Jane is kept to her task, and she's in front now, widening almost 4 or 5 lengths in front. It's going to be Love You, Mary Jane with a 16th to go. Tres Maria's Dream, then Itsy Bitsy Izzy trying to run along into the exacta. Love You, Mary Jane. Love You, Mary Jane to win over Itsy Bitsy Izzy.